Hello. Okay, I wanted to do this quick video to really just give you a little bit more explanation into the products and into my health coaching program. So, excuse the cat hair. I've been trying to get a bunch of samples ready to go today, and my cats have been helping me. So, with that being said, welcome and thank you for taking a few minutes to watch. So, either maybe you have gotten a sample from me of the products. Maybe you've decided to just dive right in and purchase your products. Whatever it is, however you're here, I'm thankful. So, my name is Cheyenne Wilson. I have actually been a brand promoter for Lavelle, which you see the products, it says Lavelle at the very top. That is the company who produces the Thrive Experience products. So, whether you are taking Thrive Classic, Thrive Elite, or even my GLP. Today, I want to just quickly go over the products. I'm going to focus on Thrive Elite because that is what I have used to lose 100 pounds. It's what many of my clients have used to lose many, many pounds as well. And not only just losing that 100, a few over 100, but I have maintained that loss for over a year and a half, which that's why I'm really excited because in my lifetime, I have lost and gained more weight than I care to admit. And really, what difference is it if you're losing weight if you're not keeping it off? And so that's really what is important here. So first of all, if you got a sample direct from me, you got these instructions, okay? So intermittent fasting and Thrive Elite instructions. And I'm going to go over that with you here quickly, but you also received your products. So if you got Thrive Elite from me, this is what you got. And you got a 4-day sample. I call it a taste test because literally that's what this is. And if you got the GLP products, that is a 4-step system. You can definitely reach out to me if you're curious about that. But I really wanted to go over this. The GLP system is an advanced system for weight loss, but a lot of my clients have had issues with it if they're in menopause because the high amounts of berberine and turmeric in it it can really work against you if you have low estrogen, low testosterone, which most women do in menopause. Now, that's not to say that I haven't had clients who have had much success. I have. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I will explain more about those products. But this is really focusing in on the Thrive Elite products. So you got 3 packets of capsules, three of the lifestyle mixes, and 3 of the DFT. It is a 4-day sample, and you might be like, why? How is that if there's only 3 of each? Here's why. Because when you get started, the instruction sheet says day 1, you're taking 1 elite capsule. There are 2 in here, so make sure you take 1 capsule with a full glass of water when your feet hit the floor in the morning, okay? Then when your eating window opens, you're going to take an eyeball, like you can see it's about that full, so about that much. And I just crimp it off, tear the top off, use half of this in a shaker cup. I like cold water and ice cubes and probably 4 ounces of water. Literally, you're just going to shake it up, let it sit for a second or two, shake it up again, and then you are good to go to drink it. So, what is an eating window? So, an eating window is your eating window is the hours of the day that you are eating. So if you're not doing anything right now and you're just doing whatever, your insulin is all over the place. It's probably very elevated. Glucose is ruling your life. So if you want to really help your body lose weight, you want to get that in control. And how you do that is by getting an eating window. Now, it is not drudgery here and it's not horrible. We start with a big eating window and then you taper it down over time. So there is a book that I also reference for all of my clients to listen to or read. And in there, she has a pretty strict window every day. And I remember the first time I listened to that book, I thought she was crazy. But it's because I didn't understand the process of it. And also, I was trying to make it harder than it is. When you are fasting, you literally can have water, black coffee, green tea, salt. That's it. No chewing gum, no anything in your water, no cream in your coffee, no butter. anything you have heard before, get rid of it because they don't know what they're talking about. I'm just going to be quite frank. I am a certified health coach. I'm also getting certified in functional nutrition. There is a lot of misinformation out in the world about intermittent fasting, about how to successfully lose weight. You do not need to fast like a girl here to have success. It literally is simple. Pick an eating window each day. That's what you stick to. And you use these products to help because they provide energy. They really get your gut healthy because of all the pre and probiotics. Now, if you have an unhealthy gut right now, you may get a tummy ache. You may not feel so good. And that's why I have you go slow the first couple of days. You may not even feel that until a couple of weeks in. That's what happened to me. I was about 2 weeks in. I was having great energy. My appetite was in check. I wasn't hungry. I was just able to make good choices because I wasn't starving all the time. And then bam, I had a stomach ache and I was in the bathroom a few times and I was like, whoa, what's going on? I said, what? I said to my friend who had sold me this, I'm like, what is going on? She's like, oh, good, it's working. I said, what do you mean? Good, it's working. The pre and probiotics are cleaning out the candida overgrowth in your gut. It's getting things moving. It's getting that out of there so that you can have a clean, sparkly gut, so that you can absorb your food, so that you can absorb nutrients, right? So that's what's going on. And obviously, in a 4-day taste test, you may or may not feel anything. And that is the way it's designed. This is literally a lifestyle product. So it is not like drinking 10 pots of coffee and you're buzzing around. It is not like that. But nutrition means you have to give it time. I always like to talk to my horse women or even agricultural women because we know animals, right? So if you're trying to, say, fatten up a critter, it takes time. If you're trying to get your horses in shape in the maybe they came out of a bad winter and they're, losing their, winter coat and they're looking kind of rough, you need to get them some extra, right? It takes time. You don't just snap your fingers and instantly you're at 50 pounds lost and feeling great. That's not how this works. You didn't put on weight overnight, you're not going to lose it off overnight, right? You're not going to lose it off of your body. So you really have to be realistic. And when I started this, and I'll tell you a little bit about my story. When I started this, my initial goal was a 40-pound weight loss goal. And to me, if I could lose 40 pounds, and at the time I started in October, my 50th birthday was coming up in July. So I gave myself plenty of time to lose 40 pounds. I was not trying to lose 40 pounds in 30 days, right? So I gave myself time. And then I was like, okay, I started with a 12-hour eating window. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., I could do whatever I wanted to do, right? Literally. And I kept thinking, because I've been on every diet known to womankind, literally. I've counted carbs, I've counted calories, I've done fat-free, I've done liquid diets. I mean, I've done everything to the point where I've made myself sick and miserable, okay? So when 8 a.m. opened and I was like, okay, I can do my shake, my lifestyle mix first. You guys, this is not a meal replacement. If you're not hungry when you do it, you don't have to eat. It is 20 grams of protein, right? And if you use milk or something else, you can make smoothies out of this. You can get extra protein, but I want to eat. I did not want to have liquid diet. I just didn't. So I was terrified that this was going to be a liquid diet. It was not. This is vitamins, minerals, aminos, all the good stuff, pre and probiotics, right? So I did this first, and then I ate breakfast, and then I ate lunch, and then I ate supper, and I had snacks. And then when 8 p.m. came, my eating window closed, and I was like, oh my God, I can do this. And guess what? I really wasn't hungry at 8 in the morning. So tomorrow, I wonder if I can go till 10. And I did. I went from 10 to 8 the next day, stayed there for a couple of days. Then I went from 11 to 8. And then I started thinking I need to stop eating so late at night. And so then I went 11 to 7 for a couple of days. Then I went 11 to 6. Then I went noon to 6 until 2 months in, I tapered my eating window down to 4 hours per day. And I know that sounds shocking, right? But I'll be completely honest with you. I've never felt so good in my entire life because number one, I felt in control. But number two, I was not hungry all the time. I wasn't starving. I wasn't daydreaming about food. And these products help so much with that. But intermittent fasting helps too. Not to mention that when I did this, I was going into menopause. And a year into this journey, so the November 2023, I actually had a hysterectomy and I had a really bad time, you guys. So guess what? These products actually helped me. And the fact that I had already lost a ton of weight really helped me too. But I continued to lose weight even after that hysterectomy. So I know what's possible here. It took me about a year to lose 100 pounds, but hey, who's counting, right? The fact is, it's been a year and a half or a little over that now since I have maintained I think I'm like at 103 pounds lost, and it fluctuates from day to day. And I have a line in the sand. Like if I get to this weight, and the answer to your question is I don't have a 4 hour eating window anymore. When I hit my goal weight, I went into maintenance, and maintenance is whatever you want it to be. And that's true for me. I literally, day to day is not the same. Some days I eat 8 hours a day, some days it's 12. And I'm being completely honest. I do not eat late at night. I do not drink my calories besides this, and I have 1 cup of coffee per day with heavy whipping cream in it. It's a healthy fat. I love that. I look forward to it every day. I do not drink my calories. I drink 100 ounces of water per day. I do not count calories. I go by the clock. I eat what I like. I don't try to overconsume. Like I'm not eating handfuls of chocolate every day, but I do have a chocolate covered caramel almost every single day. I love that. I also eat apples. I follow a whole food diet, so I'm not like majorly obsessed with it, but 80% of the time I try to eat whole real food, meaning it comes from the earth. 20% of the time I will eat things out of a box or out of a container. So think about this: ketchup, salad dressing, even bread comes in a not a box, but a bag, right? So bread is a processed item. You don't walk outside and find a bread tree, right? Like you can dig potatoes out of the ground, you can get carrots, you can carve a steak off of a steer. Like those are all natural whole foods, and your body knows what to do with them. It does not know what to do with Frankenfood. Okay. And that's, you're getting a glimpse here of what I do in my coaching program. The other thing is I coach a lot on mindset and letting you know that it's okay to put yourself first, because we women, we give and we give and we give until there's nothing left for us. And then we are upset with ourselves because we are not where we want to be. So that ends now. Okay. So my health coaching program is in this for free. If you purchase the Elite Pack, the Classic Pack, or the GLP Pack, my entire coaching program is free. You just have to make that minimum $150 or more purchase every single month, and you're in my coaching program. I do monthly challenges. You don't have to do them if you don't want, but it's more support. We do fun things like October is coming up. We're going to do Walktober, and it's all about getting 10,000 steps in per day. That's the exercise here. You do not have to work out to lose weight. It can actually work against you. So that's the good news. You will never find me killing myself in the gym. I just don't do that. I work hard enough on the ranch. I enjoy walking. It's great for my mental health, good for getting vitamin D naturally. Like I love it. And yeah, there's some days where the weather isn't so great, but I do what I can. And I'm not obsessed with being perfect because there's no such thing. So the other thing is, you take these capsules and the shake and the patch every single day. You can take the patch off at bedtime. Okay. You will probably have residue. I use lemon oil on a cotton ball to get that residue off. You can do what you want, but that's what I have found that works best after 11 years of doing this. Okay. So that's what really works great. I take it off because my skin breathes better at night, I feel, and I wear this big patch just like this on the front of my thigh. So today it's on my right thigh. Tomorrow it will be on my left. So I wake up every morning. I take my capsules because you're into a couple of days, right? You'll be taking 2. If 2 is too much, you can do 1. You can also split these up because these do not break your fast. You can do 1 first thing in the morning and 1 at lunchtime. When I have a really busy day, I do that so that the energy lasts a little bit longer and I don't, it's not like plateauing and it's not like falling off like you drank too much coffee. It's not that. It's just that it seems to last me all day a little bit longer. So you can try that too. And then I immediately put my patch on. That's what I do. I put it on my thigh, like I said, and I'll pull my jeans up and then I rub it to make sure that it stays on. The other thing is if you're finding it not staying on very well, you need to exfoliate and you need to shave the top of your leg. Sorry, but I was not a top leg shaver. Like I'm a horse girl. I don't go around in shorty shorts. I'm 52 years old. And if you do, awesome. All I'm saying is I just don't do that. And so I had to shave the top part of my leg because I was like, oh, that hair is probably interfering a bit with it adhering to my leg. Okay. So there's that. And then these 2 products, the shake and the capsules, have pre and probiotics in them. Do not put them where it's really, really hot because that will affect the pre and probiotics. So anyway, I know this is a lot of information and you just came here for a sample, right? For a taste test. But I'm telling you, what you have stumbled onto is absolutely incredible. It is a game changer and so much energy, so much feeling good. You don't feel overstimulated. You literally just feel like doing more. And when you do a little bit more, you become the best version of yourself. And when you have support when doing that, which is what my health coaching program is about, every single one of my coaching gals is either ag or ranch, or they live in the city now, but they grew up that way. They are down home country gals, and they just want to be the best version of themselves without investing a ton of money, without investing a ton of time. And they just want to feel good about it. They want to feel like they're not alone on this journey, which you're not, right? So that's what this was about. This is what you've stumbled into. I'm really glad that you trusted me to get your taste test. And again, I did text you out already, but if you didn't remember, if you want to dive in for your first month, I can get you $50 off, which it makes it like $5 a day. I mean, you can't even go to Starbucks and get a coffee for that, right? Not like I live next to a Starbucks, but you know what I mean. It is very cost effective. And honestly, what all it offers you is incredible. So what I have seen is, yes, long, clean energy that lasts all day. Also, better sleep. Don't ask me how it gives you better energy, but yet better sleep. Your immunity will be through the roof. I don't remember the last time I got sick. And when I do get sick, it's very short and minimal. I'm not like bronchitis in the hospital like I used to be. I haven't had bronchitis in 10 years since I started. So, absolutely incredible. The other thing is like my brain is clearer. I don't have like meddled thoughts. Like I can just think better. My skin is incredible. And speaking of that, we have new skincare items coming out that are exosomes, so stem cell derived. More about that to come. I don't think it'll be available till October, but I am a sampler, a beta sampler, and I can't believe, like, I'll take my glasses off, but my under eyes, you guys, I'm 52 years old. I have no makeup on. This is it. And I suffer from allergy eyes, bags, circles. I don't have any makeup on, like no makeup. This and I glow. Wow. I'm sold. So we are not just the supplement company for, better immunity and energy and weight loss. That's not who we are. Like we have a lot more things up our sleeve. So it's really exciting. But I'm here today to talk to you about this sample, which is behind me here. So Thrive Elite, Thrive Classic, or GLP. So if you have questions, get with me. I am always here. This is what I do full time. Aside from living on the ranch and working out here, this is what I do. I help women be the best them. That's it. So if you want to be the best you, you've stumbled onto the right place, and I'm excited to work with you. So reach out and I will help you take advantage of that $50 off for your first month. Okay. All right. And if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. All right. Take care. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.